Hi Gemini, how are you this evening? I am Sherilyn. And I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one will be for May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We will do it the way we always do it, right? We will call out all 12 signs. When I call a sign out, whoever comes to your mind first is who we're talking about. I'll pull 2 cards for each, just to give you some sort of an overview of the current dynamic between the two of you, okay? At the bottom, we'll pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just to give you a heads up as to what might be coming towards you this weekend. Hopefully, the heads up will give you the upper hand, right? It'll be easier for you to navigate your way through this weekend. That's what we're hopeful for. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, Gemini? Here we go. I got to move those, though. Move that. Here we go. If you're a Gemini currently dealing with an Aries, what do we get? I've got the Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. So this Aries is viewing you as somebody who's definitely coming into new opportunity all of a sudden. And I feel like they think it's all of a sudden. I think it's something you've worked towards, but at any rate. This Aries wants to be part of your future. I'm not sure that they care in what capacity they go that direction. I think that they have enough confidence that they're going to be able to work things out to be the way they want them to be. But right now they're just concerned with making sure they're in your future. That's what I got on that one. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Taurus, I have the 10 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So this Taurus is definitely viewing you as somebody who's carrying a very heavy burden that needs to be laid down. I don't know that the burden is connected to the Taurus. It feels like this is just somebody who has an opinion on it anyways. With the Knight of Swords, it feels like this Taurus is trying to help you see that clearly. Like they're trying to show you that this person, or this person's what I feel like, but whatever it is, the job, the person, it's a heavy burden that you need to lay down. They're trying to bring that to you, bring you clarity on that. So I would have to guess this is a friend of some sort. All right, if you are a Gemini dealing with another Gemini, so talking to yourself basically, what do we got here? Ace of Swords and the Fool. I feel like you're trying to tell yourself that it's okay to take this leap of faith. There's a leap of faith that you're holding off on until you can find some sort of truth that you've been searching for. I think you're trying to convince yourself to quit looking and go ahead and take the jump. I don't think you will, but you're trying. Okay. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Cancer, I have the 2 of Cups and the Magician. This Cancer is definitely viewing you as a divine union. With the Magician here, I get the feeling that they're trying to manifest you in closer. Looks like it's promising. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Leo, I have the World and the 7 of Cups. So where the Leo is concerned, they feel as though the cycle between the two of you has closed out now. Regrettably, I feel like to some extent. They feel like you have a lot of options. I don't think they consider themselves one of the options any longer. I think at one time they did. This was just something where, I don't know if they shot their shot and it didn't work out, or they didn't manage to get their shot or whatever. But they wanted to, didn't work out maybe. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Virgo, I have the 6 of Swords and the King of Pentacles. The Virgo is viewing you as the King of Pentacles, so male or female, just in energy. But what they're saying is that you've taken your power back out of a situation. You are definitely in boss energy, and you are somebody who has a kingdom to run. You're trying to steer your kingdom, your life, up into calmer waters or solid ground, but you are definitely going in the right direction and definitely taking control of your life back, is what they say. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Libra, I have the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Libra is viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you're nurturing, you're abundant, you're a big picture person. They feel as though you're tied to something, though, that's keeping you tied to the Devil for some reason. Like you are a shooting star right this second, and I see it like you're something that needs to just take off, like you're on your way to success, and there's just something hanging onto you that won't let you go. And that is whatever it is that you're holding on to that's attached to the Devil. Because if you hold on to something that's attached to the Devil, you kind of end up attached to the Devil with it, right? That's what the Libra is saying. Okay, that feels more like a friendship or something, I'm not sure. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Scorpio, I have the King of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. So the Scorpio is saying that they feel like you're the King of Wands. the Three of Pentacles, you're somebody that they would like to collaborate with, is what this officially says. I got a different meaning in my head, but I don't know. I'm a Gemini, so I'm not sure if that I'm just reading that for myself or what. The reading in my head that I have right now is that you're attached to a King of Wands with a Scorpio, unfortunately. But that's just a separate entity there. We'll just push past that. Anyways, if you are a Gemini dealing with a Sagittarius, I have the Three of Swords and the Moon card. The Sagittarius is viewing you as somebody who is either already heartbroken or headed for heartbreak. And it's over the fact that you aren't seeing a situation or the people involved in it clearly. And they know what's really laying ahead for you is what they're saying. If you are a Gemini dealing with the Capricorn, I have the Hermit and the Justice card. So this Capricorn feels as though justice is playing out for you. They say that you're in hermit mode right now. You're pulling your energy back to try to reassess the situation for some reason. I do feel like this is with a Gemini, maybe. I guess. I don't know. I can't get stuck. But I don't know. If it does, it doesn't feel like the Gemini is the reason that you're claiming justice or that you're in hermit mode. But this person must be close to you, because I feel like I got the same thing vice versa in the other reading. Weird. Okay, if you are a Gemini dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Two of Swords and Judgment. The Aquarius feels as though it's time for you to call judgment in a situation. I don't feel like you agree. I feel like you don't think you have all the facts yet. So there you have it. Okay, it's a disagreement as far as that goes. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Pisces, I have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. This Pisces is viewing you as somebody who's at a crossroads and needs to make a decision. And I feel like there's communication coming towards you quickly, possibly from them, to try to, I feel like to try to push you in a direction that I'm not sure you want to go in. But they obviously have made their mind up which direction they think you should go in. Whether that's the one you've chosen or not is a different story, okay? Just so you know. On Friday, I've got the Queen of Swords and the Strength card. You've got your sword drawn on Friday. You are definitely feeling very strong and very done with something. There you go. On Saturday, what do I got? The Three of Cups and the Chariot. So there's some reason to celebrate on Saturday. And there's also a general feeling of moving forward. Victory, forward motion. Maybe leaving behind whatever it was you were pissed off at on Friday. Sunday, you've got the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow, the King and the Queen of Swords. Guess what, Gemini? You're overthinking things. You're up in your head. You're definitely being analytical this weekend. With the Page of Swords, I think this is you looking for clarity on something as usual. You're always trying to get to the bottom of something, right? All right. It's not a bad week. It's not a bad weekend. It looks pretty good, really. I don't know what this deal was over here, but that's about the only thing that looked at all concerning, right? It depends on how close that Libra is to you. Do they know you well enough to know that you're really setting yourself up? Or holding yourself back because you're holding on to something tied to the devil? I don't know. That's what I got on that one. But no matter what the cards say, you go out and make it the best week you've ever had. Just go make it the best weekend you can, right? And I will see you again on Sunday. I hope this somehow helps. And that's it. Have a great night.